Hey everybody, it's time for another Citizen Sleeper video. Alright, so we're on cycle 20. As you can see, I've played the game twice before. It's been a while though, so I don't really remember much. Good old allergy season here, so you're gonna be maybe getting some audio pauses while I blow my nose or cough, take sips of water and stuff. Just trying to keep the audio quality a little bit higher so that you're not listening me go, snort, snort, achoo, achoo, and all that. We'll give it our best shot, though, either way. I'm really starting to remember why I was so invested in this game before. Just with how human everyone seems. Like, let's think about let me put it into perspective for you. So far we built the ship Mind, and we went from a vending machine that has interesting personality to a super intelligent super mind. We still got a lot of places to explore, by the way. We've unlocked 2 so far, but we've got more. We're starving, so that's something we need to deal with. We have... How much money do we have? 14 cryo. That's great. We had Ethan, who was, obviously had a couple vices, even though he had his bounty hunter gig going. We had Dragos, who seemed like a pretty upstanding dude, but he was dealing with some shady people, which is unfortunate. What else we got? We got this person with the ambergris, which we need to start doing. We got Sabine here. We got Emphis, who we need to get to know. We've got Hardin's network. And then we can improve the overlook. Also, we have a home that we need to build. We need to find some scrap if we're going to do that. What data do I have right now? I have 1 Yadigan data. So I remember now. I wanted to extract more of this. But first, I wanted to... Where is it? Hold on. Turn the eye back off. First, I wanted to... Didn't we have... Weren't we able to upgrade or something? We're also waiting to see what happens with Ethan, which is a little unsettling. There we go, it showed back up. I wanted to get Icebreaker, but we have to have 2 upgrade points for it. So we're going to have to wait a minute before we can keep going with that. There is the scrap freighter. We can't afford any scrap right now, but we can do some endure to make some money. And get some food, from what I remember. Yeah, cryo and energy. Love that. We could do 2. We could do 2. There we go. Maybe 1 more? Yeah, we'll do 1 more. We'll take the money. Nice. Okay, we're at 60 cryo now. Almost 60. We do need to get a new hive mind fragment. They're really expensive, though, so it's going to take us a couple cycles if we want to take that route. And then, of course, we have the shipyard over here where we can keep working. We could do this and try to get a scrap piece. I think we will. Oh, we just lost energy. That's unfortunate. Well, that's kind of going to do it for today, isn't it? We can buy more? I didn't realize we could buy more. We might... We have a stabilizer. We have the ship mind with Neovend in it. We don't have any scrap. We just need one more. What do we have here? We have the free spoke, which we can explore. I don't know that we want to actually engage, though. I don't know. We have some options here. We have things we can do. We have things we need to work on anyways, like we have to work at the Mingi Express. Let's just sleep. Let's sleep for a night. See what happens, right? All right. Maybe we buy just one piece of scrap. Get some energy back real quick too. Hopefully we'll get the positive. We get the neutral. Let's do it again. I want the energy and I want the money too. Yeah, there we go. Now I am definitely comfortable buying a piece of scrap. The rest of the scrap is going elsewhere. Maybe they'll sell you some more next time they dock. I already bought it last time. I remember now. Understood. We do have the merchant freighter. We could try working at the shipyard. We do have a +1. There we go. We get the neutral outcome. Now with that 1, I don't know what to do with the 1. We could work at the we could try to build the still. Oh, you just lose energy. Okay. So that's just kind of a dead-end thing to do. We don't have to... We don't have to have a super useful day every time, right? Are we gonna have a dream? This looks like a different kind of sequence. Oh, no, we're not. Alright, we got a 6. We're starving. Let's... think about this. Okay, one of our drives is to build a home. We could try to assist a shipbuilder and get a piece of scrap this way. Let's do it. We did not, but we did get cryo. So we could try one more time. Probably do good, and then get the yard hand. Let's do it. There we go. We do need food. Lem and Mina. From the walkway, the side rail horizon looks impossibly vast. A landscape of plating and frames. All along her flanks, torches flicker. Drones maneuver. Arc lights glint. The sense of scale of industry is both stunning and strangely unsettling. From the walkway, the side rail horizon looks impossibly vast. A landscape of plating and frames. All along her flanks, torches flicker. Drones maneuver. Arc lights glint. The sense of scale of industry is both stunning and strangely unsettling. She's quite beautiful, I think. You turn to see a figure a little way down the walkway, leaning at the railing. He's thin, ragged, his work gear poorly fitting and loose. The torches of the side rail horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you. Lem. He leans back from the rail, revealing a child standing beside him, staring out at the ship. And this is Mina, he adds with a smile. Do I like kids? Does this robot like kids? Hi, Lem. Hi, he replies plainly, then shifts a little closer down the rail. Mina stares and tucks herself behind Lem, who dutifully picks her up. Mina looks out from Lem's chest, a dark brown eye twinkling among the rough material. You working on her then? Lem asks eagerly, gesturing to the vast ship, or just admiring? He shifts Mina's weight to his other arm. Working. Me too, me too. He flashes a half-inch pass. I knew it just to look at you. I mean, he stumbles a little over his words, not wanting to be misunderstood. I mean, you look like a worker. Oh, is that a robot microaggression? Is that what we're seeing here? She's Mina's and my ticket out of this place. Our escape vector, so to speak. The ship? You haven't heard? Anyone who takes a half-inch contract on the Sidereal Horizon will be entered into a draw for the transit support crew. He smiles. We won't get to sleep the journey, though. We won't get to sleep the journey through, but a couple of decades of service will be nothing for me and Mina if it means landfall in a new world. He winks. Decades? It's a long trip. He straightens up, stretching his back. That's a colony ship, friend. The Celis Foundation is sending thousands of people to settle a system well outside the reach of the core worlds. It'll be a totally independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations. Heck yeah. Celis Foundation? They are Havanage's client, yeah. Some wealthy project from the core systems, interested in independence and self-sufficiency and all that. They hired the whole shipyard out, helped wreck it and re-kit it and everything. He strokes Mina's hair. Someone else's dream, I suppose, but doesn't mean people like me and Mina can't tag along. Mina responds by pushing his hand away. Daddy, she whispers. Food. Pulling an exaggerated, grumpy face, she glances furtively at you. She plays with a set of dog tags that hang from Lem's neck. I'm just chatting a little, meanie. Give Daddy a sec. Ugh. He turns back to you, and you suddenly notice how tired he looks. I'm not in the Havanage crew yet, but I'll work my way in. You can do it too, friend. We have to stick together. He smiles a little shakily, and you wonder how long he's been working to break into the official support shipyard crew. I'm working on it. He looks out at the sidereal horizon, as if trying to pull energy from those flickering torches, from the vast hull. We've got to hold out, okay? You aren't quite sure if he's talking to you. That's how it works. While he stares out, Mina catches your eye curiously. Do you agree, Mina? She straightens up and meets your eye. Dad loves me, she says stubbornly, daring you to question her. Lem smiles and lifts Mina. That's it. We hold on. He smiles sheepishly at you. We are just a couple of softies, isn't that right, Mina? He sets her down, standing by his side, and she clings to his leg. Gotta go feed this one. He pats her back. Maybe see you on a shift, huh? He turns and they walk down the walkway, away from the shipyard. You see them talking, and then a moment later, Mina turns around and stops. See ya, robot! Her shout echoes down the walkway, and she flashes you a parting smile before running to catch up with Lem. You watch them a little bit before you turn back to the impossible scale of the sidereal horizon. A ticket out. A ticket out. Fix the ambergris, build a home, win a sidereal ticket. You get a lot of drives. So we can interface or we can engineer. Engineer gives us parts, right? I need to double check that. Hold on, let's double check that. Engineer, yeah, engineer gives us parts. We lost quality control. So we need to make sure we're doing good on here if we're gonna do it. Okay. I can handle that. Real quick. Havanage agent. Havanage agent. Yadigan agent. Yadigan agent. Okay. What I'd really like is to build a home. Here's what we'll do. Let's go to our empty container. Let's try to sunbathe. We only got one. I got restless. Ugh, I know I'm gonna starve, but I'm too restless. I need to eat. I guess we're going to Memphis. I'd really rather use that Cryar on something else. Alright. Yeah, I got nothing else to do today. I guess we're just gonna end our cycle. I'm trying to decide what the most optimal, like... See, now would be the time that I'd want to come over here and unit assembly, right? Let's see how many we get. We got 2, and we got money for that. Well, I mean, if we're going to be a welder, we might as well be a welder, right? We got 4 of them. How does this feel? We could try it. Ah, we got negative outcome. Okay, so we're going to save this for 5s and 6s. You can sell ship mines here? You could sell yet again technology too, or information too. There's no one here. There's someone here, but I already bought all their scrap. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more cycles before we have to deal with Ethan again. I wish there was another place to buy scrap. Founder's Gap. To reach the Greenway, you'll need to pay for a pass. A practice invented by the spacers moored here. They call it Founder's Ferry. Need a bus pass. Okay, so technically we could save... You know what? Let's do it. Let's just save money. We'll use up the rest of our energy here. I mean, we'll only have 3 dice to use next cycle. It should be fine, right? Oh, it's starting to feel very dystopian here. Okay, we're definitely going to do some more unit assembly. Get some more money. So, what happens if we do this? Positive or neutral. I'm fine with that. More money. There we go. Okay. And then we can just come by one more time and do that. I guess we're buying more Memphis food. Get some energy. Perfect. And then we could buy another stabilizer. I don't think I want to, though. Not yet. Let's try and do an express delivery. We got one. Nice. That actually worked out pretty well. Once we get down close to 2, I'm going to use the stabilizer, because I feel like a 2 energy day just isn't worth it. I don't know. I don't really... I don't know what the most effective way to do this is. Might as well. Yeah, we did it. Each shift, a crowd of would-be workers gathers outside the shipyard, each of them clinging to a 4-digit number printed on receipt paper. These are their assignment numbers, and you are either called for a shift or you aren't. As you arrive, the crowd is restless and chatter rumbles through the lines. For those who, like you, have graduated to the work teams, shifts are guaranteed. Having just walked out of a meeting with a supervisor where you were praised for your efforts, you feel the glow of a job well done. Oh, cool, I'm part of the corporate shill now. whatever it is. Yet, you can't help but feel empathy for those huddled as you pass, waiting for their number to come up. You keep your head down as you leave the shipyard, feeling a little guilty as you do. Hey, sleeper, wait up. Lem's voice trembles as he shouts above the rumble of the crowd, and you turn and see him pushing through, Mina crying in his arms. Lem, good to see you, friend. He's breathing hard after shouldering through the waiting workers. You made the work team, good for you. He tries to catch his breath, stroking Mina's hair as he does. Give me a second here. He smiles weakly at you as he comforts her, and her cries start to fade. I can't read today, jeez. Out of the crowd, he sets Mina down by his side, shiny streaks down both her cheeks. As he does, you see he's clutching an assignment number on a crumpled piece of paper. Waiting on a shift? Uh-huh, you know how it is. He puts his hand on her shoulder and she clings to his side. Esther, who usually takes her, is sick. He stretches. I don't know who... A noise sounds from the entrance, a klaxon, followed by a list of numbers growing brightly on a display screen. The crowd responds instantly, pushing and pulling as people try to wade up to the entry checkpoint. Lem stops and turns back to the crowd, then glances down at the crumpled paper. That's my number. Mina. He starts patting the pockets on his gear and glancing around. Go, I'll watch her. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna help out my bro. He blinks a little, staring. Thank you. He crouches to Mina. You're gonna stay with our friend here, okay? They're gonna keep you safe, and, he stands back up. Here, take her bag. He shoves it into your hands. She's got food, she's got, I have to go. He backs away into the crowd. Mina, I'll be back real soon, okay? Be good. Then, Lem disappears into the rolling crowd, who are now trying to get to the shipyard before it locks down. Mina stands, staring, suddenly small without Lem at her side. She fixes you with a dark-eyed look and can't quite read. You know what, everybody? It takes a village. Hey, Mina. She holds the stare, unmoving. The two parallel tear tracks still glint on her cheeks. You okay, Mina? She sniffs and looks down. You unlatch the top of the bag and see a few metal containers, fashioned from scrap components. A battered slate sits on top, blinking a low battery warning, and tucked beside it is a ragged rabbit, hand-sewn. Take the rabbit. You pull the rabbit out of the bag, its long limbs waggling as you do. Mina goes to jump and grab it, but holds herself back. She stands and hugs herself, eyes on the rabbit. What's their name? Mina turns away and looks at the entrance to the shipyard. This isn't going well. Now, I could shake the rabbit, which would be very funny, but I'm gonna be nice. Give her the rabbit. You hold the rabbit out and Mina snatches it from your hand. She hugs it tightly without looking away from you. Bun Bun, she says, staring you down, ferocious despite her size. Hi, Bun Bun. You move a little closer as you speak, closing the gap. He doesn't speak, she says. She looks at you suspiciously, but her face softens a little. She waggles Bun Bun in front of you and then walks him up your arm and onto your shoulder where he sits. She pokes your arm a couple times. Are you really a robot? Sort of. Yeah, me too. Mina has more questions. Lots of questions. Questions about how you breathe or if you rust. But before long, you're talking about rabbits and what Esther, the lady who usually takes her, smells like, and whether or not fairies live in the ice heating pipes. You pass the time like this, sitting side by side on the floor of the walkway as others pass by, sometimes talking, sometimes drawing on the slate, sometimes playing with Bun Bun the rabbit. And this is how Lem finds you, just as both of you are starting to yawn. He's dirty and tired, but Mina leaps up its legs and into his arms as he stumbles backwards. You two get on okay? He asks, trying to keep Mina from climbing onto his shoulders. We managed. Mina glances carefully at you, hiding a smile that is slowly growing. Well, looks like Mina can be nice. He pokes her in the ribs and she squeals. Thank you, friend. I mean it. He gives you a warm, wide smile. I owe you. Look, it seems like Esther, the lady who usually watches her, is going to be out for a spell. If you ever have some time, I'd really appreciate you coming down to our place in the low end. If you have time. But now I have to take this one to eat. He plays biting Mina and she giggles in response. See you, sleeper. He waves and they stumble off down the corridor, drawing gazes from passing spacers as Mina's laughter echoes down the corridor in bright squeals. Okay, so I can keep working on the hull. There is danger involved, though. What can I do over here? We could try this. I did get my random scrap item, though. So let's use our scrap item here. So now we have a scrap pile, but what does that mean? With all the materials, the unit now needs sealing section by section to be usable. It's a laborious task, but the outcome is worth it. I think we just go for it here. We have enough money, we can buy food. Minus energy. Okay, yeah. I think it's definitely time. There's Lemon Mina. So I can watch Mina. I need to eat. I'm not gonna eat here. I'm gonna eat at... Where's Emphasis Place? I really don't like spending cryo on this, but, I mean... Gotta eat, right? At least I'm a big fungus fan. We need to be working on the bar, too. I haven't forgotten. It's just kind of difficult. I think we're gonna go for the stabilizer here. I feel like it's more necessary. I might have used it a little early. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really have any time constraints. I'm worried about what Ethan does, though, so I'd rather be, like, full up. We've got one more day for that. Let's see if we can do any work on the Overlook Bar. Plus, maybe we get some more scrap for it. Negative outcome, that's no good. Let's see if we can get another positive. Okay, we got a positive, so that's 2 positives on that. I'd really like to not destroy the ship. Let's try it. Alright, we got some ship shape, that's good. I'm partial to doing the side that gives me more scrap. So I think we're going to focus on engineer stuff if we can. In fact, we might even try to go for the +2 on engineer. I don't know. Icebreaker seems really good, though. Maybe that'll be the last thing we do. Let's try sunbathing. If we don't get enough, it's not a big deal. I'd rather try to not spend money, though. Nah, we got the negative outcome. Oh man, I ended too early. Why did I do that? Now I'm gonna lose I'm freezing, or I'm starving, so I lost out on stuff. That's unfortunate. You miss me? Ethan smiles a ragged smile at you. Ethan follows along and you notice he's limping. Come on, sleeper. Just a little joke. I know you have a sense of humor. You look at him. He's paler than usual. Hunched. He's sporting a black eye and more than a few cycles of beard growth. That's no way to greet an old friend. Friend? Well, colleague? He smiles weakly. This is big, really big stuff about you. He seems more jittery than usual, on edge. You remember how S&R canceled the contract on you? The contract I was gonna collect? Seriously, Ethan? Well, I'm guessing you were pretty happy about that shit. Overjoyed. Me? I lost everything, but let's not worry about that. He smiles sarcastically. And so what did you think? Well, that was it? He's not worth talking to. Well, it was, except... What if old S&R gave the bounty to someone else? Someone who's even more of a shithead than yours truly. He smiles darkly. What a disaster that would be. Who? Ethan grins. That's the question, isn't it? Ethan fishes around in his pocket for a slip of paper. I've been speaking to some friends, you see, some colleagues, about what went down, and it turns out S&R canceled all their bounty contracts. The whole lot. It seems they've bought someone in-house. Some guy who did so well on their last contract that they got offered a job. He leans in. Apparently he made a hit on this ship called the Winter Wonderland or something. It was smuggling sleepers out from under S&R's big corporate nose. He killed the crew and blew the ship. Ethan whistles. They called him Hemwick. Or Maywick or something. He gives up for looking for the paper. I forget. You mean the Winter Light? That's it. He looks at you hard. So you do know about all this. He pats you on the shoulder. Then you'll be very happy to hear what I'm about to offer you. Ethan runs his hands through his greasy hair. Given this new information I've brought to light, it seems like you're in need of protecting. Let's wait for the pitch. I, meanwhile, am in need of some assistance in kind. It turns out I upset some people at the compressor the last time we were there, the owners. And they say they'll space me unless I work off the debt. Seems that they are that kind of business. I cannot. Seems they are that kind of businessmen. He grimaces. I would pay them, but... He shrugs and turns his jacket pockets inside out in a mime of poverty. He looks pitiful, even more so for his clownish acting. Then work it off. You should be glad, the anger rising in him now, that I came here and told you this. You think anyone is out looking for you? You are a contract, a name on a list. He kicks the wall. Ethan rubs his temples. I'm sorry, he hisses. I'm sorry for being a shit and trying to kill you and whacking that thick skull of yours, he sighs. You think I want to go up against this guy? But us... He jabs a finger between the two of you. We don't get a choice, so you keep me from getting killed and I'll do the same for you. We can help each other. A straight 50-50 deal. He looks at you. I'm not asking for a favor. Shit. Ethan smiles. He looks like shit warmed up. He pauses. Think about Maywick. Think about that cold-eyed SNRP shit on his way here from the core systems. He smiles. That should give you the motivation you need. Ethan swaggers off down the corridor, throwing his jacket over his shoulder. Can't wait to be working with you, he shouts. So what does that mean? So I can work the back or work the front. We'll hold off on that for a little bit. I'm starving again. We won't forget that. Let's do some of this. Let's see if we can get some more scrap. No scrap. No scrap. Scrapped? Did get a scrap. Nice. One more. There we go. So the ship's up. Ankita is crouched in the computing core of the ambergris, swearing to herself when you enter. Water break. 1 sec, sorry. She doesn't look up. These shits completely ruin the core's connectors when they cut it. She holds up a thick fistful of ragged wires. The ship mine they ripped won't even be usable without replacing these. She throws the bundle of wires across the room. Amateurs. Who took it? She stands. If I knew, do you think I'd be waiting around in here rather than out there with my boot on their neck? She sighs. Yet again? Some spacer crew? No way to know, but they got in with one of my crew's access chips, so they either killed him, robbed him, or he was in on it. No good options. Ankita climbs out of the cooling well where the ship mine should be, the space suddenly crowded with her on the same level as you, towering over you as she stoops beneath the low curved ceiling. Come on, nothing to be done here now. She leads you back through the guts of amber. Though you could find the way back yourself, the repair process has left you familiar with the cutter's idiosyncratic layout, all diagonal angles and bundled tubes. What do we do now? Ankita seems lost in thought, and you focus on the corridors, ducking below conduits and passing through bulkheads. Eventually, you arrive in the galley, though it's hard to tell. Most of the benches and prep surfaces are covered in half-stripped components and welded hole patches. Ankita shoves a box of filters to the floor and sits. There's no way around it. She starts out of nowhere. We need a new ship mined. Where from? Scrap freighter. Ward exchange. Hell, find one in the overlook bathroom. Doesn't matter where, just matters that we get one. She rubs her forehead. It seems I'm about to do something very stupid, but hey, I came here, didn't I? Why not make a run of it? She fixes you with a hard stare. Sleeper, you've all I got. No crew, no friends. You're it. She looks uncomfortable. I appreciate the time you've put in on Amber, and I'm sure she would too, if she could. What I'm saying is, if you screw me on this, I will kill you. She leans over and hands you a stack of chits. A big stack of chits. You don't dare to count them. Get me that ship mine, Sleeper. Don't make me regret this. But, she sighs, look, just get out of here before I change my mind. You slip out of the galley and head back towards the main lock. As you do, Amber growls and creaks like a caged animal. You reach out a hand to calm her. Time to find Ankita's ship mind. Somehow. Alright, we gotta find a ship mind. So I need 3 ship mind fragments. How do I get a hold of those? I don't really know what to do. I mean, I have Neovend. I don't want to give Neovend, though. That would be silly. 1, 2, 3, 4. What can I do at the tea house? I need to eat. Let's just eat. We can eat and think about things. I think let's try to climb. We lost an energy, but we climbed. I think we need to just go to sleep and think about this. So we have money now. We need to deal with Maywick too. I just looked at that. We're starving. We have a 5 though. We have scrap, so we could fix ourselves. I think I will. There's a lot of cycles before Maywick shows up, so that's good. We've got 1, 2, 3 more cycles before that happens. Ort Fabricator. So we need 3 hive minds. We need to eat before we try that. I'm not using the person Ankita's money. I'm using my money to buy this food. Thank you very much, everybody. Don't you worry about any of that. We're gonna go for scaling. You got a neutral outcome for that? Lame. Let's try one more. Alright, we got 2 more. We are going to have to get some more energy, so let's just go ahead and do that. Would love a positive. We got a negative. That's unfortunate. And then we can make some more money over here, I guess. I don't know what the negative outcome is. Oh, nice. We got money for it. That's lovely. That was enough to buy food. Here's what I want. I want to sunbathe again. That's fine. So now we'll lose 2. We'll go buy food. We'll have 3. And we should be good, right? We definitely need to be... Oh, this is nice. This is nice up here. I really want to have a 6. Do they have any ship mine stuff? No. I think we got to use some of this goodness at the compressor to try and help pay off Ethan's tab. We do it here, we have a better shot. Ethan's debt, but we lose energy. Let's go and eat some fungus so that we have more energy. Now we're only going to be able to buy 2 ship mine parts. So it's going to be hard to find the 3rd. We got a positive outcome, so we made money. More money, even better. 2 positive outcomes. I think we're going to not push our luck anymore over there. We could make money over here. I know we make money here, so maybe we do this. Nice, more money. We have a 6. Is there anything that we want to... You know what? We should put some work into this place, especially with a 6. There we go. Alright, we're halfway through. We're stable. I think we're stable for another... You know what? I'm going to buy a piece of scrap. The reason I'm doing that is so that I can stay with 6 dice while I'm waiting for this to show up. Because I want to have a good number whenever I try to haggle for a better price. There we go. Now we'll end our cycle. So we're going to keep working at the compressor because we want protection, because I doubt we're going to be able to get rid of our tracker anytime soon. One more day. Compressor club, we'll do the 4. Neutral outcome. We lose energy whenever it's a neutral outcome. Understood. So we need to eat. We need to go back to the compressor. How are we doing on the debt? We're not really that close, are we? Negative outcome. Damn, we lost so much from that. That's really unfortunate. Unfortunately, I think what we'll do... Let's try to get a positive outcome. Nice. Perfect. I kind of want more scrap. One more day for that. Yeah, we need to buy another piece of scrap. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work in the bar. We're We're not doing that. That's a little better. We got the neutral outcome. We still have a 1. What's in... I mean, I guess we could build up some more energy. Put in some scrap so that we can have another day of 6. And end our cycle. So do we actually get 6, or are we only going to get 5? I'm really not sure. Nah, we only got 5. Merchant freighter. We can't haggle yet. Haggling is what? Probably Intuit, right? We wouldn't have had enough anyways. I mean, we gotta buy them. So what are we going to do with the rest of this? We're going to go to the compressor. We got our tip. That's good. We're going to... come over here, and we only have enough for 1 scrap. Do we have an engineering that we can do? I would love to get 2 scrap. We can try. Nice. Camaraderie, care, focus, progress. Shifts like this give you energy, especially when you look back at the side rail horizon. So we got energy for that? Or just money? I think we just got money for that. Let's try working. Plus money. I really don't want to use the 1. I think we're just gonna buy some more scrap. I wish we could get more, but I don't think we can. Can't do anything here yet. We can't use the imprinted shift mind. Huh. Interesting. We lost energy and we barely got any money. That's unfortunate. So that's something we can do now, I guess. Okay, I guess that was the day, unfortunately. Not really much else to do. I guess I'll self-repair to try and keep another 5 die on one day. We got a 6, which is lovely. It's really unfortunate we can't get another ship mine fragment this time. Well, let's get some money going. Oh, we lost energy for that? That's really bad. We got more money back. We need to eat, so I guess we're gonna go to Emphasis Place. We really need to make enough money to try and go. We're not working the front. That would be silly. We're working the back. And we're gonna get a positive, because we're awesome. Nope. Seriously? We lose so much energy from that. That's so unfortunate. We're gonna end up having to buy more stabilizer. I still had to die. I'm so silly. I really didn't mean to push that button. That's really unfortunate. We needed food. We needed food. I'm messing up. I'm messing up so bad. We're gonna have to get some food, eat some fungus, get our brains back. We gotta go back to the compressor club. So this should actually get us all the way. And we'll get money. Yeah. No, we still need one more. How close is this guy? He's close. We could work on the side reel. Nice! Oh, and we got scrap. I think I might sell the scrap. Hold on. Is it the Ord Exchange that buys scrap? It is. How much do we get? 12 cryo. Okay then, let's buy another stabilizer. That makes sense, right? Like, one stabilizer. When you ask after Sabine, he doesn't respond. Okay, so we have our stabilizer. We're getting closer to what we need to do. I don't think it's time to take the stabilizer yet. We'll wait until we're down to 2, I think. Yeah, let's go. We don't really have anything else to do. We need to help, Lem, though. I'd like to help Lem, at least. I feel like being a good guy is important, you know? Like being a helpful person. Being a friend to someone. Where are they? Huh. We use the 4 on him. Oh, we got energy. Mina leads you on a winding tour of the block, chatting to the neighbors and collecting snacks. Nice. Okay, I'm willing to do that more often. We need to eat. Alright, let's eat at Emphasis Place. We're running out of money, it's bad. Got enough energy for a few days. Working at the compressor isn't going to take any energy because we have a 6. We'll actually get money out of it. We'll finish Ethan's step. Okay. They are never going to release my dead, the shits. Ethan kicks at a locker and the sound rattles loudly around the room. Ethan paces around the small room, swearing to himself. You watch him from the locker room bench. Why not? Why not? He spits on the floor like an old habit. They like having sniveling little shits like us to work their club. Saves on the overheads, and they get to boss us around. He kicks the lockers again and then swears. What did they say? Some shit about getting back to me. I swear to God, those are the most straight-edged gangsters I've ever seen. He laughs at his own joke. I can't do it! I can't spend another shift stopping spacers bringing nail guns into the club or pouring endless shots of Garol for ignorant Havenage work crews. He looks at the locker again, threatening it with a final kick. I mean it. I'm gonna go up there and shoot every single one of those shits. He makes a finger gun. Hold on. Don't get all excited. I haven't got my gun, remember? He stops pacing. But, you know, Sleeper, that's not a bad idea you have there. I didn't have an idea. He ignores you. I don't mean shooting up the place, I mean getting the gun. He sits beside you on the bench. Think about it. What am I supposed to do when Mayway gets here? Shout him down? I need that gun if you want me to keep up my end of the deal. It's simple. An explosive personality for a distraction at the front. He places a hand on his own chest. A sneaky sleeper to go in the back. He pats your chest. What about the dead? We've done our time, and the wounds, they've faded. If they don't notice us take the gun, they'll never know it's gone. Plus, he stands up, after my distraction, they'll be happy to see the back of me. Or they'll want you dead even more. Either works, at least I'd never have to see the inside of this shithole again. He gives the locker one last kick, for good luck. Let me know when you want to do this, then we both move as one, and meet up in the Bright Market after. But don't take too long, or I really will shoot this place up. He grins. You know I'll do it. Damn. So what do we have to do? We have to engage, grab the gun. So we need to wait for a good time to do that. We have another stabilizer. We're gonna wait. How long do we have? We got plenty of time. We're waiting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cycles on the ship mind. Let's just get our energy all the way up this round. We'll wait a couple cycles, and then we'll get the gun, and then we'll be safe, right? We'll be good to go. Okay. We do have a 5. We don't have a 6 in engage, though. We need to work somewhere, or we can help out Lemon Mina. Let's help out Lemon Mina, at least with a 2. I'd really rather it not be negative, though. Alright, we got another ticket out for them. We still have that 1. We can use it here and just have a rough shift. Get more money out of it. Yeah. Then what do I do with the 5? I think the 5 goes into the Overlook Bar. Maybe we get some scrap out of it, too. No scrap, but we do get better distillery. Alright, that's it for today. You know, it's... We have all these, like, loose ends now, all these threads. It's really turning into a bit of a... actual, like, day-to-day try-to-survive grind now. Double 6s? I think this is the time where we go to the compressor. We have energy, let's do it. We got it. When you reach the lockup, there's no one there. You guess the distraction worked. You grab the gun. The gun tucked safely into a pocket. You work your way down the stairs that lead to the office. A doorman passes and you exchange nods. It seems like you're in the clear. You hurry on, eager to get out before anyone spots anything. As you come down the main stairway into the front of the club, you see Ethan entering. He has a dark look in his eyes which troubles you. He is reaching into the pocket of his coat, slowly, carefully. You catch his eye and he raises an eyebrow. You shake your head. A long pause, then he nods and turns around, walking back out of the club. You exhale, not realizing you are holding your breath. And then you are out, without a single shout, without anyone noticing. You meet Ethan around the corner on a quiet, Bright Market walkway. You have it? He looks nervous. What were you doing back there? I was about to start a distraction, like we agreed? He sighs. Just show me. You lift it out of your pocket, and it is colder, heavier than you expected. Ethan watches you take it out. Nice! Now if you would. He beckons with his hand. A memory jumps into your mind of Ethan in the compressor, hand out, asking for his gun back. A memory followed by the memory of a sharp, dizzying pain. You flinch. Huh. You know, the sound of that club, it's almost like a heartbeat. It's like, do I trust him? Do I trust this guy? Do I have another choice? He's kind of what I put my energy into. Like, he's the option, right? Ethan eagerly grabs it and looks down those sights. He sighs a sigh of relief. Then he meets your eye and slowly raises the gun until it's pointing directly at your head. Not funny. You still don't get it, do you, Sleeper? Ethan spits. When they canceled that contract, I lost everything. My reputation, my payout, any way of getting off this shitty station. Everything. Seriously, dude. All I had left was you. He grins. A naive little sleeper with a heart of gold. I couldn't believe it worked. And now we're done. What the fuck? He slides a slate out of his jacket pocket with his other hand. Now to call Maywick. Are you crazy? You are crazy, Sleeper, for thinking I'd kill one of my own for you. For what? Helping me wash dishes? He laughs long and loud, and you hate him for it. He prods the slate. Done. He puts it away. He's here, you know, on the station. I've been speaking with him. He tells me we can split the contract, not 50-50, but enough of a finder's fee that I can get out of this shithole. He's lying. At this point, Sleeper, I'm not sure you're the one who I'd trust to spot a lie. He winks. Ethan glances around. I have learned one thing from you, though, Sleeper. In all our cycles working in that shitty club, he smiles, people never know when to cut and run. It's like they freeze in the headlights when the future is bearing down on them. They watch it coming, watch their death flying in at fraction drive speed. You had every chance, and yet you still kept on going, like some idiot robot, going through the motions even when you knew you'd be crushed. He smirks. And let me tell you something else. The shot enters through his upper back and he crumples immediately to the ground. What the what? You drop too without thinking, pressing yourself to the walkway floor like it might save you. Silence. You look up and see him coming down the walkway, silent, eyes alight. Maywick. You freeze in fear. Here it comes. You see it, just by Ethan's crumpled body. The gun. You can't. You can. You inch forward. You go for it. You run forward and a shot sounds out. You feel it ripple over your back. Then your hands are on the gun and you scramble to your knees behind Ethan's lifeless body and fire. You close your eyes. You fire again and again and again until the clip is empty and all that left are clicks. Then you drop the gun and stand up. You don't hear anyone running. You don't hear anything. You just hear the sound of your own breath. You start walking, stepping over Ethan's static body, walking along the walkway, and then past Maywick, his eyes now dark, some mechanical fluid leaking from his chest, perhaps the same fluid that's inside you. You try not to think about it. You keep going, and the sound comes back. The eye comes back. And as it does, you hear the sound of thousands of people getting on with their lives. Thousands of people who are just going to keep going until they can't anymore. You look up and all you see are the wheeling stars. They are spinning and you are suddenly dizzy. Though the eye hasn't always spun like this. Though the eye has always spun like this. Hasn't it? And you don't stop walking. You keep going. That's all there is now, the path forward. S and ARP have left you no history. No past to speak of. Just a void that threatens to swallow you if you slow down. You think of Ethan's smile, his voice, and feel sick. Is it over? You aren't sure it can ever be. But you are still here, and you can't stop now. There has to be a better end than this. Holy shit. Well, hell yeah, Ethan's dead. Love it. Alright, so we can now get doubles from this. Yeah, we got an extra one. We got 3 now. Is there another one? There is another one. We need a 1 or a 3. We can't do that one yet. Totally fine. We could steal. Let's try it. We got some scrap. Nice. No data, just some scrap. Scrap is good, though. Scrap is helpful. Let's use our stabilizer before we go down to 2. So we're going to try to save this scrap for self-repair. And then we really need money. We can get money here. That'll have to be tomorrow, though. And then we have a couple cycles left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cycles left. And then we'll be able to get that ship mined. That was intense. That was really intense. I'm glad to finally be done with Ethan, though. I guess the enemy of my enemy is still my enemy. You wake from dreams of Maywick's amber eyes, floating in a pool of dark fluid. It was difficult to get to sleep, and you suspect that isn't about to change anytime soon. Not after what happened. But you also feel something else as you get up. Thumb the power stud of the stove and begin to boil the water, like every morning. You feel something is lifted, something that has been hanging over you since you arrived on this station. You try not to think too hard about it, to question it. You just let that lightness stay. Let it settle as you go through your routines. You hope it's that if you don't focus on it, don't look at it directly, it won't get scared and leave you. That the lightness will stay for this cycle, and then another, and then another. Because after all that's happened, a little lightness would be nice. Huh. Okay, we're starving, we need food. Let's get some food. There's a bit of a roundabout way to get food, but, you know. When you know, you know. There you go. We need to save some money for this. Because we need 60 for it, which is very frustrating. I would like to help Lemon Mina. Mina is crying when Len leaves and refuses to talk to you. The hours crawl by and you are desperate to get out when Lem finally returns. We don't lose anything for this. We need one of these ones, though. Let's get the information. Where was it? It was like... Oh, it's right here. Alright, so we have 5. We have a 3. We could work. Let's try it. I kind of forgot about Feng for a while. We got lost in the maze. Without delivering all your orders, Mingy is furious. So we're gonna have to spend some money to eat. The thing about Feng is, like, if we had just told him that people were after us and it was bad and close, I wonder if he would have helped us right away. That's the kind of thing I'm wondering about, you know? Like, would he have cared enough? I'm taking this so we can extend the scrap if we need to. What I really should have done is save up for stabilizer, though. We're just gonna take the night. I'd like to try to stay in the 6 dice area for a while, if I can. So we're gonna use a scrap. Nice. We have a 1. We have an information note here for another Yadigan agent. So is this just repeatable? I didn't realize. Is this just something we can do? Oh, we got money. We're up to 7. So we can do another one too, right? More Yadigans? Let's do it. Why not, right? So we can make money this way. then this one, we need a 2 or a 3. We don't have those. What am I going to use this on? How about we work at the overlook a little bit? Because we get either positive or neutral. We can probably finish it off right here. One more. Maybe get some scrap too. No scrap. We'll save that, because I want to use this 5 to get more energy. Hopefully get more energy. And to help them out. Neutral, energy, ticket out. That was a good one. That was a good one. I liked that one. That was a helpful day. There's just so much going on. We're still waiting on this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more cycles. That was a full day, though, so we're just gonna end it there. What else do we want to do? We need to eat. We have some 3s, so we can get more data. I want to see how much money we get from these once we do it. So it's an everyday sort of thing that we can do. I'd like to see how much money we get out of this. Alright, we're at 11. Let's sell some data. This better be worth it. 1 stabilizer? Oh. Hold on. Where's the other apartment? How much data do we need? We needed 3? Let's just do it. Alright, there we go. As you turn away from the terminal, the final cache of Yadigan data uploads. The air crackles with white noise. Sleeper? Sabine's voice, weaker than before, comes through the haze. Sabine? A sigh of relief comes through the layers of noise. The call must be coming in from somewhere on the station. This has to be short. I don't know if Yadigan are monitoring me. Their voice is hushed, distant. You try to focus on it. The data you've been bringing in from Yadigan agents. There's something in it I don't understand. A shrill howl rattles through the signal. The data is all gleaned from their implants. Records of integration with their nervous systems, performance analysis, error rates, usage data. I installed many of these implants, and I didn't enable any of this functionality. Their voice dips under the level of the noise, like a swimmer slipping beneath the water. You listen to the waves for a few seconds before Sabine reemerges. It has to be somehow baked into the wetware's interface, and that's not all. The systems compiling this data are connecting to some kind of transmission protocol. It's being broadcast. Why? Every Yadigan enforcer is equipped with black market implants, retinal enhancements, adrenaline boosters, pain suppressors. These implants are gathering data on themselves, on the enforcers' bodies, on their performance. Why? I can't tell. But I can promise you these foot soldiers have no idea this is going on. The background tone switches, dropping into a grainy rumble. If they knew, I don't imagine they would be happy with the situation. Yadigan could have a mutiny on their hands. You lean towards the terminal, straining to listen to Sabine's faint voice. I need a few cycles to put this all together, but this might be the information I need to pressure Yannick into releasing my debt. Yannick? He is one of the heads of Yadigan. They pause. It is better you don't know him. Keep it that way. Suddenly a banging echoes through the call. Sabine's voice is suddenly whispered, panicked. I have to go. Come back in 4 cycles. Then the sharp crack of a disconnect, and silence fills the apartment. You step back from the terminal. What does Yadigan have to gain from monitoring its own members? You try to recall what you know about the gang, but you have little to go on. You think of Toshiro, Sabine's minder, his mirrored teardrop implants set below hard eyes. What data could they be gathering? And more importantly, where are they sending it? You reflexively rub your forehead, trying to think. Can you really trust Sabine? How did they come to be Yadigan's doctor in the first place? You think of their kindness, their care, but also that glazed look of recognition that they gave you when they first met you. That look stays in your mind as you slip back out of the apartment, glancing around as you close it up and drift into the corridors of the station. unable to shake the unpleasant sensation of being observed. Sorry, I needed a water break. Waiting 4 cycles for this. We're waiting 3 cycles for this. We have the dock is empty, overlook bar. We want to help Lemon Mina one more time. We can work at the freight hub. Let's help first. Let's get, hopefully, a positive outcome so we can get some energy. Negative outcome. Man, that was a rough one. She's asleep, whispers Lem, creeping back out of the unit's tiny bedroom, sliding the door shut as he does. You are perched at a thin bar in the main room, the slate in front of you still glowing with Mina and your drawings from a cycle spent together. There's a ring, the only world Mina has known, with stick figures standing along its edge. The tall one is you. Drink? Asks Lem, producing a worn-looking bottle of Garol from under the bar, its contents glowing amber in the fluorescent light. Sure. Lem nods and glugs a few fingers into a couple of metal tumblers, then sits down with you at a bar. Cheers, he offers, and you clink the metal containers together. You know, we actually have something to celebrate this time around. Lem gives you a sideways look. I made the assembly team on the side reel. He grins broadly. Clearly he has been desperate to tell you all cycle. Amazing! Lem holds up his drink. Couldn't have done it without you keeping an eye on little Meanie back here. Lem shifts a little on his stool. He looks uncomfortable. How's our girl doing, Sleeper? I haven't seen much of her these past cycles. She misses her father. Lem looks away. Yeah, he says to no one in particular. The silence stretches out as Lem takes a drink, his eyes fixed on the bedroom door. You know, maybe that was a mean thing to say. Did I say something mean? Oh no. She's great, he nods. I can't take all the credit for Mina. She isn't actually mine. He gazes into the middle distance. I pulled her off of a refugee shuttle out of by one of Ember's moons. The colony was falling apart for decades after Solheim collapsed, surviving on next to nothing. Eventually, some of the residents tried to make for the eye on these decrepit old shuttles. He sloshes the drink around in his tumbler. They had no idea what they were doing. The one Mina was on decompressed halfway here. Everyone spaced. The only reason she made it was somebody sealed her in a weapon locker. She was ice cold when I reached her. Purple lips. He shivers. Once I picked her up, I wouldn't let go. The medics treated her with me still clinging to her. He takes a drink. Still not sure why. He reaches over and refills his cup. We weren't exactly anybody's heroes, you understand. We were private military, hired in by Conway to protect their claims in the collapse. But once I got Mina, that was it. I quit. Got a stumped here. You saved her. I'm going to sound like an idiot now, but he sighs. She saved me. That's the truth of it. He looks around the decayed unit, its stained plastic plating and flickering lights. Me, I brought her into this. She was tiny, too small to know what she lost. But I can't stop thinking about it. He rubs his eyes, dark with tiredness. What if our number doesn't come up in the draw, Sleeper? What then? The side reel will sail off without a thought, leaving us here. What kind of life is that for her? You'll make it. Sorry, I know you don't have it any better. He looks at his cup and pushes away down the bar. This is a celebration, right? Both of us on the team now. Both of us in with a chance. Together. That's right. We hold on together. Imagine all 3 of us riding the sidereal horizon out of here, to a new world. He looks into his glass for a moment. I think I drank this too fast. He laughs. Lem stands and starts to clear the glasses into the auto wash. I need some sleep, friend. Me too. Alright then. He catches your shoulder as you turn to leave. Thank you, Sleeper. I mean it. From both of us. He pats your shoulder and you slip out of the dark into the walkway with thoughts of little Mina in your mind. There we go. Another upgrade point. Another drive finished. Let's go a little bit more. We got some more to do. We're pretty close to finishing the Overlook, right? I also want to finish working on my house. Minus energy, of course. So we need to eat this time. I guess we'll have to spend money on food. I don't know how I'm ever going to make enough money to get over there. We're just going to find, like, a good solution for it. Let's finish building the still. There we go. Let's go talk to Tala. Tala stands back from the newly finished still and tub, hands on hips. Look at this, she grins. The Overlook Distillery in all its glory. She squeezes you around the shoulders. Thank you. How's sourcing ingredients? Tala smiles. I think I've got most of it covered between the food factories and the low end and the farm stacks on the Greenway. However, there's an issue. What's the problem? Well, Garola the drink, as you probably guessed, is named after Garol the mushroom. That's what gives it that golden color and earthy taste. The alcohol is infused with the mushrooms along with a mix of spices. That means you need Garol caps to make Garol, but no one wants to supply us. The distilleries on the Greenway are taking all the stock from the farms out there, so it's hard to get a single cap across Founder's Gap. However, I have an idea. She smiles. We can grow our own Garol caps here. She gestures at the increasingly equipment-filled back room. Are you sure? Totally sure. Tala puts a hand on the still. We made a still. We still set all this up. How hard can growing mushrooms be? They don't need light. They barely need soil. We can do this. She pauses. Or at least we could if we had something to grow them from. Like spores? Exactly. Suddenly you feel like you've walked into a trap. And you are the perfect person to get me these spores. She nods rapidly. Think about it. You built the still. You're great with plants. You know the eye like the back of your hand. Need I go on? Half of that isn't even true. Don't be so modest. She pats your shoulder. Look, I can't leave the bar, and the other people picking up shifts. She grimaces. I'm saying it has to be you. Fine. Wonderful. You'll love it over on the Greenway, I think. All that fresh air, open space. She sees your expression. Okay, I'm done. She turns back to look at the still and the fledgling distillery forming around it. It really is something, though, isn't it? And want to or not, you really have to agree. How am I getting over there, though? Build a home, disable your tracker, fix the ambergris, get Sabine out. Get to know Memphis, hack Harden's network. Improve the Overlook. So I need to go get spores. I have a 2 left. Is there anything I can do? This needs a 3. We already did that one today. Does this one need a 2? This one does need a 2. Alright, let's go make some money. We can sell data to both people. Go up here. This is where I sell it, right? How much do I get for it? 10 cryo? That's pretty good. And then what about down here? Because we can go to the Havenage offices and sell Yadigan data. Is it another 10? It is. If we're getting that much cryo every time we get data, I think we'll be able to get the ticket if we really need to. Because right now we're at 95. We have energy. We have scrap components. We're going to go ahead and use a scrap component to repair again. I mean, sadly, it's not sustainable. We have a stabilizer. We have options now. That's good. That's very good. We have some 6s. We have some 3s. We have some 1s. 1s are big. More money? Love it. I know I had another one somewhere around here. One takes a 1 as well. We'll go ahead and do that. Up to 4. So that's another 40 credits just for that. Do we have anything else? That one takes a 3. We can do some Havenage agents too. Let's do it. See, now we're making money. I mean, 60 today. We'll go ahead and sell off this data. I guess we'll get another stabilizer if we get enough Havenage data. Maybe we hold out for that. Being a data broker feels really nice. Alright, we're at 150. We need energy. I think if we do... Hold on, let's sell the Havenage data. What a wonderful time. So that means we'll be able to... Oh, you know what we can do? We can go up here. Maybe we do 1 theft, and then we do 1 work. How much does working here actually give us? 16 plus 5, that's awesome. And then we're gonna steal. Maybe we get a ship mine? No, but we got girl caps. Wait, we got caps off of that? That's sick. And what do I need for Memphis? Girl caps. We can make this work. Okay, well, let's eat. We have a bunch of money. Let's sleep, and then we'll do 1 more day, because I wanna see if maybe we can get this, pass. Plus, how many more days until we can get the ship mined? 2 more days? Let's get the ship mined. I'm gonna have to make a list of things so that I remember for the next time I record. I mean, I guess I have a list. 2 1s. See? Even more money. There we go. Is this another 1? That's a 2. We have a 3, though. I guess we're just going for money, huh? That's 40. We have another one here. That's a 1. Awesome. So that's 60. Okay. So we have days where we can just make a bunch of money. I guess that's good. That's really good. So we'll sell all this data. I guess that's why selling information is super useful for like Google and advertisers and Facebook and all that. You just get to make a bunch of money selling people's data that they don't know you have. Or do know you have. Or just don't care. Like me, you know? I already have a Google and a Facebook account and all that. Like, why worry about people stealing my data when it's already stolen, you know? We are rolling in dough. Simply rolling in it. Let's do our last freight line theft. So that's gonna be the last time we can do this. What do we get? I don't even know what we got. Yeah, so we can't do that anymore. Oh, we got data for it. We didn't get any more caps. That's sad. Well, let's do a regular shit? No. Let's do some climbing, right? There we go. Love the double positive. Imports and exports? Sell ship mine, export Matsuke. Paz knows a spacer who will take Matsutake out to the Star Wars belt, but only in bulk. 80 cryo for 3 batches. Buy a ship mine core. Paz claims this ship mine was salvaged from a Solheim executive yacht, which is why it costs so much. That seems like too much. That doesn't seem like it's going to be a useful thing to do. But we have more data to sell, though, so that's good. So let's sell this data. That's my home. I almost clicked end cycle. I mean, as long as we have data to, like, get, we're in the money, right? 251 credits worth right now. There's definitely things we need to be doing. Alright. Let's buy this pass, and then, because, I mean, we got things we got to do over there anyways. We got to get more, we got to get one more cap for Memphis. We still need to be working here so we can hack Hardin's network. We got to improve the Overlook still. So we need spores. We're close to finishing the side reel. We don't really need to disable our tracker anymore, but we still can. Okay. Let's buy this pass. Now what? We can just go? Take the ferry? Alright. Next time, everybody, we're going to take the ferry, go across to the Greenway, and see what's going on over there. I appreciate you all very much for watching. Please comment. Let me know what you think so far. How you feel about the characters. Am I making the right choices? Am I too trusting? Is the enemy of my enemy my friend, or is it just another enemy? Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more. We're going to do this weekly until I finish the game, or until I lose, whichever comes first. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.